Okay, so at the time I'm recording this video, we're almost time for the Marathon of Rotterdam. 2 weeks ago, I had a client of mine coming to see me because he had knee pain and lower back stiffness. Needless to tell you that he was freaking out. It is the moment where you don't want to stop training. You want to keep your rhythm up and enjoy yourself. So he was freaking out. Now, let me tell you the two main mistakes that this gentleman did and that a lot of people do when approaching knee pain and lower back stiffness. First mistake, they look at the body in a segmented way. They think that this is the top part, this is the middle part, this is the knee, this is the ankle, and that just doesn't work. So what we first did is we brought a whole image of the body, but that will come up with a solution afterwards. Second mistake. The second mistake this gentleman did was stretching his hamstring all the time, either stretching on the floor or standing, thinking that he was going to stretch and lengthen or reduce the tension he had on the hamstring. When a muscle or a fascia is tight, dehydrated, or just has tension, to make it simple, and trigger points, you can pull on it passively for hours. Yes, you might feel better on the spot, but the day after, you're not going to feel better. As simple as that. When you do that, the stretching, having a lot of stiffness and trigger point, you're going to lengthen the connective tissue attaching to the extremities on the joints, knee, and guess what? Lower back. This is where the hamstring attaches on the ischial tuberosity. And this is not going to help you at all. It's going to create pain and stiffness. These are the two main mistakes that I see people do. Now, I would like to give you 2 releases, so a solution to just reduce that tension and improve your running, especially if you're going to run for the Rotterdam Marathon. Let's get started. Okay, so for this release, I want to release the hamstrings. I always have difficulties to say it. We're going to do the semimembranosus and semitendinosus, the one more on the inner part of the leg. So what I want to do, I want to get the ball closer to my sit bone, to my ischial tuberosity, and I want to make sure that I put my foot down and I'm pressing with my foot as well to sort of like push the floor down to activate these leg muscle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly look for some tender spot, pushing my leg. You see I'm going here and I push with my leg right there. There's a nice spot, so I'm staying here. I can work it out. Nervous tension here. So you see, I'm not moving too much. I'm just rolling, getting those muscles here activated, like right there. And I look for other tension. I can go a bit more in the leg, always making sure I keep the contact off the ground with my foot. Right here, there's some tension here. So for this release, what you need is a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball and 2 books. Miracle Morning, Tony Robbins, extremely important. If you don't have these, then you can steal it, obviously. This is just me making jokes. Anyway, joke apart, those are good books, by the way. Miracle Morning, I really believe in the Miracle Morning. Mornings are extremely important. Anyway, but the books underneath the area we're going to release, so the hamstrings. I always struggle with saying ham. I'm French, so the H is always a bit. Anyway, take the ball, put the ball underneath here, and if you've never done that before, most likely it's going to be tight. Keep in mind you have 2 hamstrings, bicep femoris and the semis. Try to go in between, and if you can find in between, just go there. If you've never done this release before, most likely it's going to feel like a big chunk. What we're trying to do now is we're trying to make more space for the muscle to move. So press, contract the quads and down. First technique. Second technique, press your ankle on the floor to contract the hamstrings and relax. Afterwards you will see the ball will dig in a bit more. And then if you want more pressure, get kettlebell to press on your leg, and then you feel slowly the ball getting into the fascia into the muscle to release it. And if you have a baby or kid, ask your kid to jump on your leg, not jump, but just to sit on it. Right, and feel free to go a bit higher and look for a sweet spot. You have the sciatica nerve passing by. The chance you have to hit it will be very, very small, and especially if you go very slowly for the release, so don't worry about it. Though if you feel like it's a pinch going to the foot, take it easy and move the ball a bit on the side. That's it for this second release. So finally, once we released at least this group, this fascia area, my client was much better. He was able to go back in a few days after to normal training without freaking out for his marathon. So one more tip for you guys. If you're gonna do those releases, try not to do big releases before running. You still want your muscle and the fascia to fire properly and to be connected properly. Try to do these after running. Go shower, release it, and then a good sleep, or carry on your day. And if you really feel tension, try to release a little bit before, but not too much. Spend maybe 30 seconds to a minute, big maximum. Don't overdo it. Remember, if this video was helpful for you, please click on the subscribe button and maybe like the video as well. And if you're running for the Marathon Rotterdam, good luck and keep up the good work. See you guys later.